Hey, welcome to the Morning Roast. I am, of course, Sugar Chris. And with me is Miss Laurie Calcaterra.
Morning.
You all know her. I don't even need to introduce her. She's been on the show enough.
Right? We're good friends. I'm just here to hang out, let y'all know what I'm working on, all that good stuff.
Yeah, update on the life of Laurie.
That's right.
And of course, Sim is fashionably late. You know, he runs on that Canadian time.
Right?
Who knows where he is? He knows about it. I gave him a
Does
heads
he?
up
Okay.
about it. He can't say that I didn't tell him I was doing a stream today. I'm feeling pretty good about that. I told him at least a day ahead of time, and he said okay. So, there he is. Speak of the devil.
Ta-da! Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Hi.
Hello, Laurie. How's it going?
Good, good. I'm here.
And
I'm awake. I'm in one piece. I'm still having fun doing comics, so I'm here. I'm good.
And hello, chat. Been a while.
Good
What's
morning,
up, sugar?
Pat.
Late as always.
Late as always. Yeah, but not needing my help. So here I am to rock you like a hurricane.
Rock you like a hurricane. There you go.
Here I am.
Hey, it's Hex. Good morning. Good
We
morning,
got our
Hex.
chat host in there.
Came in right when I was rocking out.
Oh, dude, Soul, did you check Helldiver 2? We got that game. It's pretty fucking insane.
Yeah, it looks like fun.
It's a weird game. Lots of propaganda in that one. Like, oh my God.
Love it.
Starship Troopers.
Starship Trooper,
Yeah.
Warhammer 40K type of propaganda. So yeah, love it.
We got Pale Rider showing up, the pain in my ass.
You're gonna
He
tell me
loves you.
You're gonna tell me that there's not a lot of other things with propaganda?
Huh?
You're gonna tell me there's not a lot of other movies and video games with filled with other type of propaganda?
Oh, of course there is. There's a ton. There's a ton.
But this one's the entertaining one.
Yeah. I mean, like, because sometimes
borderline parody.
they're trying to sway you. Or
Yeah, but it's
pander to
borderline
you.
parody. It's more like parody. It's like you're watching Starship Trooper. They're not going like join the army, join the army.
Yeah. That was the best part of that movie is the commercials they would play in the middle of the movie. And you're like, oh my God, these are just spot on.
Welcome to the infantry. It's what made me the man I am today. And he has no legs.
Right. Then they just blow you up. Oh, man.
Amanda B.
Sugar.
How you doing, Miss Amanda B? Hope your morning's going all right. We got Solo saying, welcome to the third morning roast of 2024. That's right. Where Lady Calcaterra's quirky undead shake brings the sugar to the yard. Let's do paperback path of the Pale Rider. And good morning, Chris, Laurie, and chat. That's right.
Good morning. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a great mood.
Yes,
I got sleep last night, even though I fell asleep on the couch. I fell asleep at like 10 o'clock on the couch and my family just left me there. I was like, dude. Woke up at 5 a.m. I'm like, where am I? Should go to bed.
It's one of those. It's like the best sleep is when you knock out.
Yeah, for real. It's like you don't remember anything. You wake up, you don't know what.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm naked and I have to go to school. Like that's how messed up you are. You don't know where you are. Where am I?
Chicken
Nuggets.
I like chicken.
Chicken nuggets.
The chicken or the hen?
Chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets was from the last campaign.
Oh, I don't know.
My welcome video was me talking to myself.
I didn't get to ask you before we start the show. You were talking about going and watching Dune. What did you think of the first one?
Oh, I loved it. Well, I'm a Dune fan. I love the book. Like, obviously, start with the book, and read it like 3 times to really understand everything that's going on. Because there's so much like backstory and world building, and each entity has its own culture and agenda, and how they all clash together to create this one moment with Paul Atreides. It's insane. You know what I mean? What he wrote into this book. And oh my gosh, so many drugs were taken when he was writing this thing. I mean, come on, let's talk about that. So, it's to the point now, I think that technology
the spice must flow.
What's that? The spice must flow. right? It has to.
Mhm.
So many no, I was trying to say the technology. So our like where we are now with CGI and that kind of technology where we can finally show what was imagined by this man back in the 50s. It's
Mhm.
finally caught up and we can do it justice. So, I watched the one from the 80s. That's always been my favorite because that was kind of like the first time you could see it. And I've watched every iteration of Dune, the miniseries, the remake, blah blah. And they're sometimes they hit and sometimes they miss, but again, it's like it's one of those tough movies. There's just so much to put into to a 2-hour movie, and everybody has their internal thoughts that you can read in the story. But how do you do that? So, like, in the one from the '80s, they have this, like, "And then I thought of the spice," where they're talking to themselves, and it's like, that's creepy. But how else do you know what they're thinking? Anyway, so the last one, when that came out, was done really well. I thought that everybody played their part to a T. The fights were good. They were doing, an Indonesian Filipino martial art, Balintawak. Also, all the fights were choreographed in Balintawak, and they're beautiful. So that's part of it too that will take me out of the movie. It's not just the story and the CGI, but when they have like elaborate fights and these different cultures they have are extremely high trained martial artists. The Sardaukar and the Fremen are both described as, a knife culture. So it's amazing to watch, well choreographed martial arts. So,
So
this new one has gotten such great reviews. I'm really excited to see it. I hope they do it well. But from what it sounds like, they did a great job. So
so saying in the chat, my problem is that I have such a connection to the Lynch version and the
yeah, I
actors, the
know.
music and the creativity from the childhood youth that the remake just feels completely bland to me.
Really? How
But
can it
that's the
feel
thing, dude, is
bland?
that the David Finch movie, like it feels like, if you compare Dread, Dread and Judge
Mhm.
Dredd. Judge Dredd,
Yeah,
the environment, the world felt Dread. Dread was not Dread, right?
right.
So
Well,
it's
the
kind
Sylvester Stallone
but
one was
yeah,
definitely not Dread,
that's the
right?
point. But the environment felt dread. Like you
Right.
were in the world of dread with the robots, with the ABC warrior in there. You were in the world of dread. In dread, you have dread. The characters are on point. The story's
Peak
on point.
urban, man.
But the environment feels like it's right there filmed in your neighborhood.
Well, I think that was a
So
budgeting issue because
that's
they
how I
wanted to
see the
film
new
it in
movie.
that high rise, so the entire movie
Mhm.
took place in the slum high rise
So
where mother was or
the
mama.
way I see it, that's how I see the Dune movies. The Dune movies, the other
Really?
one, it's like the Judge Dredd version. So you got the bad guys, the Arcanian, a bit more. You got a few things on point character wise, maybe like the environment felt more like it, but the delivery was meh. At the end,
I
compared to
disagree.
the books. But yeah,
Well,
the new ones, I think they're more book accurate. But
yeah.
it's the actors are like
I know, I
so
disagree. I think the actors are spot on. But I think that we all were attached to the David Lynch one. You know what I mean? The
I don't
first
know.
one. That was the first well done version of that book, which is so hard to do. So I think we always have a soft spot and we have compared every iteration to that first one, haven't we? And we've always been
Yeah,
kind of harsh on it too,
yeah,
because we're
because everybody I know hates the
Professor
ending with
Singh.
the humming gun and the thing and that
I'm sorry.
the humming gun in the first one.
The humming gun, but that was accurate. They have sound weapons.
Sound
And
weapons.
the
Mm-hmm.
word, the intent behind the word is how the weapon fires. So if it's a stunning, like the word means to stun, when they say the word, the weapon will stun. If it means to kill, the weapon will kill, but it's the intent is what the weapon is funneling into the world. The intent is what's killing people. That in itself is so interesting because the Paul Atreides takes on this name. You know this, but I'm just talking to the chat. You know this, but it's his name Muad'Dib. That's his Fremen name
Mm-hmm.
becomes a killing word. That his name goes from his name to a whole movement, jihad, where they are ready to go kill. And that's how he's like, now I know we are ready to go fight this war when my name has become a killing word. Like, that is so cool. It's so deep. And it's just so, when you think about it, that's nuts. That's never been done before,
Yeah. I've never read the books or seen the movies, so I don't know any.
Catch up. Catch up, man.
I will take all of your word on it. Let me see. We got Johnny here. He says, "Well,
Hi,
would you know who won the pony? Who are these people I haven't seen in forever?"
It is I. It is Chris. It is
You know
him.
who we are, Johnny. You can.
And the joke I was gonna land was, and the main actor has a terrible French name, which doesn't help. That was the Soul Punch. That's where I was heading to. When the actors are like, doesn't like
Cataract. They have such insane words in this, right?
Mm-hmm.
B'nai Gesserit, the Gom Jabbar. This is such.
I mean, most of the people that I know,
he just fits right in.
Most of the people that I know that were huge Dune fan, the novels and stuff like that read all of them, and all said the same thing. Like they have a little thing that they like about the original Finch movie, but they're pissed off because they took so many liberties, right? And the freaking humming gun, the way it was made at the end was
yeah. I mean, but how do you make
that? And then they saw the new remake and they all went like, "Oh, it's so freaking insane! Like it's so great, but damn, it takes long, it drags." Like, wait, it's gonna take like 5 movies to do.
I was
one
like,
book?
how many are they gonna make by the way? Because
like,
I was like,
we didn't see shit.
It's gonna wrap it up, right? And then they were like working on number 3. I was like, oh god damn it!
It's like, yeah, but that's
gotta
the
wait
thing.
another 2 years.
Yeah. It's like
I haven't even started filming that one. Like, just film them all at the same time. Damn it!
The new movie feels like a 2-hour intro to the actual book.
Oh,
that's what. But it's visually it's great. Like you
can you imagine they're gonna make 5 movies and then we're gonna be like, give us them all at the same time. Like we're gonna go to the theater and sit there for 6 hours, 12 hours, and just be like, ah!
I like that Sim says Finch instead of Lynch. Yeah, I fucked up.
So if
I like Finch. David Finch.
Finch sounds cool too.
Yeah, it's an artist. It's a comic book artist. That's what I mixed it up, David Finch.
Well, so if you want something that doesn't make you feel nothing, makes you feel something.
Hey,
trade paperback. Whether for the Kickstarter. We're still in book form yet, so it hasn't been made into a movie.
I know. Maybe someday. I don't know. I'm too close to it, when you're in it and it's like it's your baby and you have complete control to let go of that control and let someone else make decisions of how the story goes. That's terrifying. Right. But yeah, this one will definitely make you feel the feels. Well, this is the collection of 1 through 4 in a perfect bound, a glue back. It's a soft cover. But I've been making mini hardcovers too. That's been fun. I'll show you those.
I've seen that over on the Twitter.
Huh?
The mini trades.
Yeah. So I print them myself, cut them to size. I stitch the bind and I'm stitching them together. Here, look, I just did 3 more. I just finished a batch last night. But here's aren't they pretty? Yeah. This one's for Katie Shaw, and so they have. They're all unique. They're all different colors, but it's the whole trade in black and white, just in mini form. And I bind these myself. Cut the chipboard. I design the cover. My Cricut cuts it out, and I iron it on. Everything is touched by myself. So I was just showing these off this morning because this batch just came out. So I have a blue one with a blue edge. I have a purple one. These were just the last batch, but I have a red. These are all claimed, by the way. This is a red one. I have a white one. And then the prototype that I did was this black one. This one has a bunch of issues, but Pops Van Zandt wanted it. He was like, that one is mine. I was like, it's messed up. And he was like, that's why I want it. Because I didn't measure the HTV correctly. And some of the pages are bound out of order. So if you don't pay attention, things are out of order. And so, that's about it though. But it's still a good book. It's just that it has some flaws. like all of us, right? We all have flaws, but we want
He
someone to
wants
love
that
us
special
anyway.
prototype special edition. So when that movie does come, he's got that big money one.
Yeah,
but
maybe.
that is not just when the movie. It's just
Everything is
any
custom,
print run that
that's
has
all.
the mistake in it is worth
Yeah,
more than the
is
rest.
usually worth more, right? Because it's a
Yep.
one-off.
Yeah. Like there was a comic that there was like 2-3 issues that during the print run, like you know that when you do a print run, there's like the color label on the top. So there's a few issues in the thing was Marvel, I think that it happened, or it wasn't
Yeah.
Valiant back then. I'm not sure, but there was a few issues that had the color sampler folded in.
Oh,
And those were worth a lot of freaking money
isn't
if
that
you had those.
insane?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Same thing with coins. Like if you get a minted coin that's messed up, those become instant collectibles, stuff like that. So you never know. But yeah, so I'm having a blast making these, and I got a guillotine yesterday. Isn't that funny? I ordered a guillotine off of Amazon. They'll ship you anything. But it was just like it's paper guillotine. It's not the like kill you
Oh, the
guillotine.
librarian paper cutter.
Yes, it's one of those. It's
Mhm.
exactly. And it was a really nice one. I spent some bucks on it. So I was like, oh,
The one the Punisher uses.
yeah. For some fingers, and might cut some fingers, but I feel like it just took it up a whole nother notch to get this flat instead of the
Mhm.
rough edge. They look really nice.
You did a great job though. It's
So,
pretty
thank
nice.
you.
Now, you
So
said-
I'm looking forward to just making all the books. And I was like, does anybody want to run my campaign for me so I can just make books? That would be great. I'm having too much fun. So now I'm like, all right, who wants me to make their books for them? Because I want to do that now. I just want to cut the paper for everything. So
you said about you cut it with Cricut.
yeah, a Cricut is a machine. It looks like a printer, but you put I have like sheets of vinyl. Let me see if I can show you. So this is a sheet of heat transfer vinyl. So you can put it on this mat, and then I put the design into the Cricut computer program, and then the machine cuts it out. So that's what's cutting out the cover. So the skull, and then the silver part is just this material, and it's iron-on. So it's a book cloth that these are bound in, and since they're cloth, I can iron on any design I want to. So I can make it look like anything, which is great.
Yeah,
So
that probably helps out a lot then in making all that. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I have all the tools, and I bought a bunch of I went on there. I've been watching TikToks on bookbinding, so I was like, I'm gonna do it, right? So it's like you get folders and things to poke holes in the paper, and special spacers for a certain space in between when you're doing the cover, where it's like you have the chipboard for the front and the back, and then the spine, and you space them to a certain way, and then you space it a certain way on the book cloth, so that way you can fold it neatly and have it look really nice. So I got a bunch of tools, and my husband's like, where are all these boxes from Amazon? I'm like, don't mind this, it's fine. It's fine. Until the guillotine came yesterday, and that sucker was 45 pounds. He's like, what is in this heavy box? And I'm like, nothing, that's fine. I put it on the table. It's huge, right? It's huge. It takes up the whole table. And he was just like, I'm not gonna ask. And I'm like, oh, I'm so sad. Like cutting things. He's like,
getting worried when you start seeing guillotines coming out.
Yeah. I'm like, it's guillotine. And he was like, I'm gonna go. He's like, I don't know, man.
Talking about making stuff, I'd just like to do a little segue. If anybody in the chat were backers of Six Gun Gorilla, the figurine, and people have been waiting for it for a while because Brian's been having issue to get them done, I got the job yesterday.
Oh,
so they're getting made. So you're gonna get your Six Gun Gorilla figurine all done. Right, yesterday I did the 2 first ones, and I'm on it. I'm doing 50, and it's gonna get done.
That's awesome. Good job.
Because I know there's a lot of people in the chat that backed it, so I'm just making sure that they know.
That's one of the most frustrating things as a creator is bringing on someone else to like I have a t-shirt lady, and of course I have a printer. My t-shirt lady is wonderful. I've had troubles finding a good printer. You know what I mean? That can deliver in a time frame that's acceptable. So they tell you one thing, you finally get it to them, and then it just takes forever. And it's like, I hope people understand that
But that's the thing. Brian had like two, 3 people that were supposed to be, one after the other, supposed to take care of it, and they
Yeah.
didn't. They just dropped the ball. And he's like, dude, and then it's like, and you help me out. I'm like, yeah, I'll take the job. So.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. And it's like we would love nothing else than to fulfill all the things on the campaign. I have all my merch sitting here, all of it. And I'm just waiting for the freaking books. And then I can send out my issue 4s. And I'm like, and I feel bad because I have someone that's kind of like the project manager for that. And I harass him probably 3 times a week. And I'm like, update, need an update. And he's like, God, Laurie, you're killing me. And I'm like, sorry, I got to know,
Hola, hermano.
Hey, what's up?
Or hola, ¿qué
Hi.
tal?
How you doing, Canales?
Yeah.
I'm not bad, not bad. I always love to come over when I'm on Twitter and I'm not banned. So I just,
Hilarious.
Yeah, you've been behaving lately, trying to keep that account.
Nah, I've just been insulting people and then quickly deleting all the tweets.
You're getting wiser with your age.
I don't know if wiser is the term. I think I'm becoming more cunning.
Hilarious.
Thank you.
Oh, come on now, Pale Rider. Come on.
Touch by myself. Don't you want it? To touch it.
And so,
Yeah.
I wish you would have said that.
Now for a second there, I had Austin Powers in my head. Touch myself.
Yeah, that song for sure.
With the sex bots. Yeah.
I touch myself. Yeah. It's hard cover. That's how we say it. Yeah, there's one
it's
left.
hard. It's hard and leathery feeling.
Well, I have 2 tiers that you can get one of these on. I think there's one tier that you get just the trade and just one of these. There's one left. I had 5, 4 of them are gone. There is another tier that's called the kitchen sink, and you get like one of everything. And that also has one of these books in it, but that one's a little more pricey. There's 3 of those left out of the 5. So 2 are gone, 3 are left. So you can get these. I would love for someone to grab the last one on that tier, that 5 tier. So that way it's just closed out. And that way, then I can make people feel bad. Well, there was a chance for you to get one, but now you got to go to the bigger tier. Just kidding.
So, I mean,
these are super cool. You should get one.
People are buying them left and right. You're running out of opportunities, folks.
They're almost gone. And then the same thing with the plushie, because Carissa Grant convinced me to do the Big James plushie. So there's one of these by themselves with the trade left. And then, of course, these are also included in the kitchen sink tier. So they're out there. My kids are hoping that people don't buy them, so that way they each get one. But I'm hoping that they don't. Right? Because they're like, if there's only one left, who gets it? And I was like, me, I get it. And they're like, well, I want it. I'm like, yeah, all right. Me, my bear.
Oh, we got Bristolia Dave. All right, me babbers. Hey, Dave.
Hey, that's
Says,
funny.
Chris is back. Where you been, bud? I've been in the real world.
He's been hiding.
Is there such a thing as a real world?
No, we all live in the Matrix.
That's what I was gonna say. Welcome to
Everything.
Matrix.
Everything is a construct of our minds.
Enjoy that steak.
I mean, I don't know if you guys read it. But the other day, I read that I don't want to get too political, but George Floyd's mother was called Larcenia.
Yeah, Larcenia. I saw you post that thing.
That was her name? That's her name.
Larcenia. You know, as in larceny. Like, yeah.
But I have a feeling. I have a feeling that it's one of those, because one of the things that happens a lot in certain places or communities or something like that is that they like to change their name. They take their name.
That is true. That is true.
They pick up a nickname. Like I have my one of my friends, instead of calling herself like Natisha, she has another name.
Yeah, I have friends like that too, where like their name is it's just a regular like Jessica, but they go by like Jazar.
Yeah, I mean? Somebody else I know goes by Tioka when it's not her name.
I guess that's one possible explanation.
It comes with social media.
Yeah, I mean, the other explanation that I can think of is that we're all living in a simulation, like a psyop or something, because no way that's real.
Hiawatha. Yeah.
Scary movie ruined me with that name. Every time I see Hiawatha, I think of that guy with that little strong hand.
I love that movie. It's so funny.
So Dave says, Sam, I haven't seen you in ages either.
That's because you're not. That's because you're not paying attention. I'm still streaming on Doodle and Chill. I'm still around doing some streams, and I'm
Sims
on.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Sims everywhere. I see him even when I'm not in Twitter, which is like most of the time.
Yeah, you close your eyes. You
Piano.
You're ruining the illusion, Laurie.
I know.
Find out the truth.
For some time though, people were like, "Wow, Laurie Calcaterra's house is nice," and I was just like,
Can you go play the piano?
Real?
Like, can you go play the piano there?
Someone was like, "Do you play the piano?" And I was like, "Why are you asking me that?" And I was like, "Oh, because of this thing." I was like, "No, that's not there." I'm like,
Actually, I fell for it for like the first 5 seconds. I was like, "Wow, that's some amazing house." And then I saw you move, and oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. I'm like, "You're on StreamYard. You can be in my house too." Like, I did this stream with some friends of mine, and they all changed their background to the same background. So we were all in this. I'm like, "Get out of my house!"
And it just goes
My
again
house.
to say, "Welcome to the Matrix."
Yeah, I was like, "How are we all in the same, occupying the same space and time? Get out!"
Yeah. Yes, you should always say hola.
Hola.
Souls like Sim, you tend to stream on at times unavailable to working European men. To be fair, fair enough.
I
But,
mean,
I did start streaming once in a while on Friday morning, and you were there.
Let's see.
what time?
Friday morning.
Okay.
I do Doodle and Chill in the morning once in a
Gotcha.
while, especially when my girl's here. So
Yeah.
she wants to start streaming with me, and we do it on Friday mornings. Doodle and Chill 2 a.m. What the fuck? It's true. It's 2 a.m. for you when I do it at
That's right. Because whenever you guys used to stream, it's like 6 a.m. your time, but it's like 5 p.m. my time because I live in the future and all that.
But it's one of the things too.
You
Like
do
it's
live
one
in
of the
the
reasons why I started doing Derek's because you were joining me before, and
Yeah.
you know what? I'll send you the link when I do it on a Friday morning so you can join.
Sure.
And you'll get to meet my girl Alex.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is she the Has-Been Hotel fan?
Yes.
Cool.
Dude, she's hardcore Has-Been Hotel and a hell of a bus fan. Like, dude, done fan. Like when I told her that I have a friend doing the comic, you should have seen her face going, really? Where? And she was already on the website looking for like, where's there a comic?
So, wait,
Yeah, but it's like a fan comic, and I can only work on it when I don't have anything else to do, and then not not getting paid to do anything.
Yeah,
I have like this weird hate relationship with Has-Been Hotel because I love the premise, but then it all goes like wishy-washy rom-com stuff, and I'm like, no, I want more demons and more carnage.
Yeah. It goes into musical. Like it's one of the things.
Yeah,
like,
stop saying that.
Costume change.
I was having fun. Like I didn't sit down and watch the entire thing with them, right? But I did enjoy a few episodes of Hell of a Bus with them.
I like the designs; they're like super fun to draw.
Yeah. It's Has-Been Hotel is a bit different, but they no, dude, the girls are freaking insane about it.
Yeah. So they there's the voice actors are going to be at a con I'm going to in a couple weeks for that.
Oh yeah.
Which one?
Dude, get that guy Rogers to sign something for Alex. Dude,
Rogers?
Yeah, Brendan Rogers. He's insane. Like seriously, he's the heart of that thing. Like in a way, like I don't see him. I see he's one of the biggest one out of this. And if you can get that guy to sign something for Alex, she will love you a long time.
I see Joe. Joe Perez, Erica Henningsen,
okay,
Amir Talai, Christina Alabado,
isn't that
Blake Roman?
Which con is this?
GalaxyCon in Richmond.
Okay.
Yeah, there's 5 of them I see here from. I think it's that show there.
Because that guy Brendan Rogers, like I started following him like on the thing, like he's like a human cartoon.
I mean, to be honest, working in animation will do that to you over time.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Like it chips at your sanity.
You get stuck in the character, you can't get out.
Yeah. Let me see.
The Bristol and this thing. Brendan Rodgers was a manager at Liverpool FC, and at one point didn't know he did art.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't think I'm not sure if he does art, but he's a voice actor, and he does.
CW level. That's funny.
Don't you insult her green screen like that. Chloe. Come on.
You know, it's funny. There is no screen behind me. It's just the virtual background. That's probably why at CW, like my head disappears, my shoulder disappears because there's no green screen behind me. There's not a good spot. I'm like right up next to the wall, and there's a door behind me, so I can't really put anything because it'll block the door. I've tried. I've tried to put a green screen. It don't work.
I don't know if I'm good. I don't know if I'd be able to do a con stream. There's gonna be so much to do.
You do it for like a minute. Just be like, I'm at the con. Click.
Maybe. Because there's a ton of people gonna be there. Like there's even a bunch of comic creators and stuff gonna be there, and they're gonna have like one-shot D&D and tournaments for Magic and stuff like that. I convinced mine to go.
Hi, what's up? What's up, Will? What's up, Odin?
Will.
What's up?
Hi, guys.
Guten Morgen.
Why does everyone think I'm Mexican? I'm Spanish. We're the superior Hispanics.
Oh God! There we go again.
We're the ones who conquer other Hispanics.
You know what? You know the Argentinian thinks the same thing, right?
Oh yeah. I mean the
And
Argentinians
so does the Chileans.
Yeah. No, Argentinians are now the superior Hispanics now that they have millennium power.
Yep. And the economy is doing pretty well with it, it seems.
Yep.
Oh, that's what I forgot to do today. I forgot to go looking through my collection to see if I can find some of these comic creators to get them to sign stuff.
Oh, that's smart. Do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to do that at some point here.
Steranko's not going to be there, is he?
Huh?
Steranko's not there, right?
No.
Yeah, damn it.
The Biz is going to be there.
Yeah, but I get to meet the Biz whenever I want when he comes to Montreal.
Well, I don't.
Steranko. Yeah. Oh, I know, not for you, but we're talking about the Steranko because that book there that you have there to get some.
Yeah, Claremont's going to be there. Biz.
Oh, Claremont?
Yeah.
Never got to meet that guy. He's one of my favorite fucking writers.
Yeah, Shooter and Nocenti.
Jim Shooter is great.
Yeah,
and Nocenti?
Yeah, and Nocenti. Yeah.
Dude, she's like another one of my top fucking writers in my childhood. One of my favorite goddamn books was Long Shot with her and Arthur Adams. Yeah, dude, I'd love to.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get lucky and find a long shot.
I need more money so I can travel to the U.S. God damn it. Dude, Ann Nocenti was a great freaking writer at Marvel, and she was one of their greatest editor.
What?
Long Shot is awesome.
She was writing in Long Shot.
But she's the creator of Long Shot. She wrote Daredevil. She's the one that brought in Frank Miller into Daredevil.
Okay.
She's a great writer. She wrote some great X-Men, but like I said, she created Long Shot.
Yeah, I'd say.
Wasn't she also writing the New Mutants?
The Mojoverse.
Okay.
Yeah. I love the New Mutants when I was a kid. I remember I actually that it was the only Mutants comic that I actually liked because they were involved in the whole Inferno saga.
Mm-hmm.
And I was into horror comics, so I was like, wow, it's mutants fighting demons and like New York has become hell. That's pretty freaking cool.
The Ghost Bear. Yeah.
And so mentions that she created Typhoon Mary. Yeah, she created a whole bunch of characters.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Typhoid Mary. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's great. Like she's one of my. How can I say? Her and Claremont are the two first writers to make me pay attention to writers. Because if you remember back in the days, like you didn't know who wrote the thing. You barely knew who drew the goddamn thing.
Right.
So, those were like just letters on like the back cover of the book. I don't.
But those
see people exploding.
Those two is the one that I read the story. And you're like, who the fuck wrote this? Type of thing. Like you're like, okay, no, this is something else. And you're like, Claremont and Nocenti, those are in my head, and they never left. Like they're, like I would see a book by them and I would buy it.
Like that on teams at work.
Then Frank Miller and others like that.
Yes, classy. I mean, I need to find one that's like Path of the Pill Rider, but it needs to actually fit. The problem is that it's such a specific dimension, and then like I have this one, but again, like same thing. Like I disappear with this one.
That sounds cool.
I should go through and look in the art and find something.
Odin is like that
relevant,
long shot with Art Adams was excellent. Yeah, and you know another thing that's fun. It was also Waltz Potato's first job. He was inking that, and that's Ad Nocenti that got Waltz Potato into Marvel and comics.
Ooh, Steve Englehart's going to be there. Nice. I'm going to check that out. Let me see. Stick a GoPro to you and just walk around doing normal shit. So we can go to the loo.
Ah, yes,
or,
please.
or not. That may be the selling point.
You know, you pull the hardcore Henry of a con visitation. So you put yourself a GoPro in the forehead.
That's funny.
Right? So you go first point of view.
I don't need to do all that.
That's funny. Do it.
Yeah.
I went to Texoma just recently. It was last weekend. Had a blast. Austin St. John was there he was the original Red Power Ranger. He was kind of the big draw. And then some wrestlers, I think I forget his last name. There's a bunch of voice actors, anime voice actors, stuff like that, which is cool. I didn't know this, but there's a recording studio in Dallas for a lot of the Crunchyroll stuff. So there's always a ton of anime voice actors.
Voice actors in.
Yeah.
Just want to mention one thing. Odin is like that. Nice. The rest is history for Waltz. You're a fan of Waltz Potato, dude. When I met him, like there was a book on his table that I never heard of. It was printed by Image Comics. It's a great freaking comic book. It's called Non-Human. If you haven't read this, find it or read it. It's like Blade Runner, but with like toys that are alive, AI toys, and it's pretty goddamn good.
So it's like a
but Image never promoted it. He was talking about it. He's like, that came out, and he has, I think it's Brunswick, a guy called Brunswick, like a good writer writing it, and the entire thing is really dope, dude. But it got canceled because they never advertised it.
Well, and that's the hard part.
Comic book, not a prose book, like actual comic book.
Yeah, dude, you can get the trade. There's a trade.
Oh, I know that.
That's the thing. The comic book came out. There's a trade of it, and I bought it at a stable. I'm like, how the fuck did I don't like I follow you? How come I don't know this shit?
Image.com won't load right now. Damn, what's up with that?
And it's called Non-Human. It's pretty freaking good. Yeah. Hold on, let me just go get the book just to make sure. But yeah, it's Non-Humans.
Check out how many folks show up when you stream for once in a month. I don't know what you mean, Soul. Is that a negative?
Like no, just comparatively. Like if people show up more because you're only here once a month, or do they show up less? I mean, that would be interesting too. Non-human.
Yes. I remember when Chris was trying to get them watch hours. Yeah, well, I ain't worried about it anymore.
Playthings come to life in non-human.
Yeah, it's freaking insane.
Why am I here? I don't want this.
Well, you can leave anytime, Laurie. Gee.
Talking about Image's website where I'm like, where are they taking me? Like, I don't want the article about non-humans. Take me to where I can see non-humans. Like, it's so dumb.
Non-Human Runaway American Dream by Glenn Brunswick and Waltz Potato.
Scrolling.
Did you say non-human?
Yeah, and
yeah, I got it right here. Playthings come to life in non-humans. Image Comics.
Right, that's where I was too. But where's the actual?
Yeah, there's no image.
And
why?
He drew, he inked it, like it's all him.
They don't even have it on their website anymore. I'm looking.
I know.
That's so dumb.
You can find it maybe on eBay or maybe some on like some issues on
Amazon.
But one of the thing is you can always reach out to Waltz Potato. He sells some of the stuff that he does that come like that's how I got his art book, like his type of like sketchbook thing. But Non-Human is insane. I really love it.
There we go. Loading.
You know, it's like, remember Toy Soldier, but in a Blade Runner type of environment.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
It looks pretty cool, though.
Here.
And some of those toys are killers. They have gangs. They have this, and you're like, holy shit. Yeah, it's really good.
0.99. That's one of my favorite
Well,
price
it's
tags
eBay,
ever.
so it'll go up, but it's just
Right.
interesting.
Yeah, that's an issue. Yeah. But there's a trade, and me, that's what I got. Yeah.
Where is it? Humans #1 image. I was looking for the trade. Soft cover. Here we go. Yeah, look at that. That looks cool.
What year is that from? I think 2012. Yeah, it's 2012, 2013. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This one
there was
says
still hope for comics.
2013 book.
Yeah.
It's probably the issues in 2012 and then the trade in 2013.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
go
that
on,
was
dear.
back when there was still hope for comic books.
Right?
And it's very good. Like it's a murder. It's a dark murder noir type of thing, and it's really freaking good.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's the trade. That's the trade I have. Yeah.
Yeah, and his image is freaking ISBN on the back. Check it out.
You can get it for $13. Get it, people.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Dude, it's something like he was really heartbroken, like about it. It's like when I first met Joe Benitez, and he was technically heartbroken about his Raidborn. How almost nobody it picked when it started big, and then Image just dropped the ball with him or something.
They don't
Raidborn
promote.
was good.
They don't promote you. You have to promote yourself. Even when you're at Image and Scout and Dark Horse, they'll put you on their website and they'll help pay for things.
Yep.
But they're not going to promote you.
But that's the idea. It's a co-op type of thing. So they're everybody has their own imprint. So the thing is, they'll publish you, they'll put you on the diamond, but you need to activate and promote yourself as well. But we're talking about Wells Patatio here. He's one of the founders.
Because people think like once you get to Image and once you get to these bigger, publishers, that you're golden and that everything that's just dollars that flows in, and it's like you still have to work.
Yeah, it's like Wetworks, dude. That shit was awesome.
Oh, what was great? It was like X-Men versus vampires with
yods.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
Wetworks was awesome.
I remember this art book by Nick Manabat. I'm sure you guys know who Nick Manabat is.
Oh, dude. What was the name of it? What was the name of it?
Cybernary, dude. Cybernary.
Dude, that was insane. And if you don't know what that is, Laurie, the guy started, he was a young guy and he died of cancer.
Yeah.
Right, dude, right in the middle of him starting his own series, being a really big hit. And we never got more issues.
That's terrible. And you know what's funny? Funny in a not a haha, but like a sad way, is I was just talking about this with my friend Carissa Grant. I was like, I need to get my story out completely because I'm like halfway through it on paper, but I want to finish it because what if I get hit by a bus tomorrow? I want it to at least be on paper so someone can continue making my books, right? Because if I die halfway through, it never gets finished. So it's like, God, what a morbid thought. But she was like, I was just thinking the same thing. So it must have been something in the air because she was like, I told my husband that I trust you. She's like, so if I die before it's done, would you continue making my book? And I was like, oh, Lord. I was like, that's a huge responsibility. I'm humbled that you would consider me to finish your book, but holy moly.
But you know that plays in a part of why most successful people, they really hit success around their late 30s, beginning of 40s, and their 40s. That's the reason, because you get to a point where I'm done wasting time.
Yeah. I don't want to waste time anymore. Like if this doesn't come out, it never will. Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Chris, you want to play my welcome video? It's only a minute this time. I kept it short.
Alrighty.
I like to make videos and sometimes they're long, but this one's not.
Is there a problem? You froze? Oh.
Apparently.
Sugar froze. That's the reverse of it. That's the reverse.
He's the only one watching the video right now.
Yeah, he's very happy about it too.
I know. He's like, "This is awesome." It's gonna show up at the very end. You watch.
It's like one of those usually people that get frozen is in a bad moment. They look
always
weird and awkward, but no, he looks good. He looks like, hey, I'm watching something cool here. I'm happy. Life is good. Hello. Oh, Mickey Mouse, that's why.
It's funny because I have been hit by a bus in my videos and I get turned into a character in my own world. That's the funny part is I've thought, oh no,
go.
there you are.
There we go. Finally.
This guy.
Welcome back.
Yeah, it was just sitting here loading. Everybody
It's
was-
okay. You had a really nice smile on your face
You
on
were
that Frozen
smiling
picture.
very
You were
nicely,
good.
like you were enjoying the video. See, I was like, it's already over.
It's like you like those. You like that shower curtain of Mickey Mouse a bit too much.
Yeah, everybody's like, you're gonna get a cease and desist, and I'm like, God dang it.
All right, let's try this again.
Let's try it. There we go. I don't know
Content.
what happened to that. That audio was really bad. So something up. But
I don't know. Maybe it was something on my end. Maybe.
And
so Lion, it's like get sucked into the story. Like you get to walk around in the story, right?
and
That's what I want is for people to just go like start reading and just start questioning all sorts of things. Like
so
what would we do? How would we react? What would we eat? Who has rights? What would is the government right? Government's never right, but
in the chat, Odin says Cybernary was freaking badass, so dark and intense. Yes, it was. The art was really good. Then Creator Outlet says that Wetworks would have been awesome if you could put anything on time. Odin says, yeah, it took long for the first one to come out and then issue 2. And the reason why I want to address it is if you don't know, because like as you can see, I'm a big fan of his. One of the things that happened is his sister got really sick. He took care of his sister, and she died. So that's why the delay of Wetworks #1 was she was sick.
Yeah.
Like she had cancer, and he took care of her. He took a break, and then he came back, and then she passed away.
Yeah, that's too bad.
That's what happened with Wetworks in the beginning.
That's weird. So saying, Laurie, I wouldn't try it, but getting hit by a bus might just turn you into one of your characters. If the universe
We've done that.
that.
In fact, we scroll through the thing when we get down to the videos, you can see me get hit by a car. It's hilarious.
Oh, Lordy.
And it was his little sister.
Aww.
Yeah. Yeah.
Laurie reacts to zombie comic.
Well, I mean, it's so easy to film myself. I have actors for my next short film, and that's fabulous. But it takes a lot longer when you're dealing with everybody's schedules. So sometimes I just film myself,
So since you got the first 4 all collected now, how many pages is that for this trade paperback?
Well, there's the first 4. There's a bunch of bonus material. So I have extra journal entries from Jude St. Clair. I have all of the variant covers collected into here in nice glossy paper. I have portions of the script and a map of the apocalypse according to Jude St. Clair. So the page count is 148 pages.
Okay. So even if you've already got the previous 4, you're still getting something new in this.
Yeah, and still today, if you see me at a con and you purchase issue #1, it's in black and white because that's how we originally published it. The trade paperback, we went back. You can see it right here. We remastered it. So it's in color. And I relettered it to match my lettering style that I used for 2, 3, and 4. When I was in issue 1, it was like I was brand new. So, of course, you can see there's issues and it's just a completely different style. And I kind of found my stride with issue #2, the style I like to use, etc. So the whole point with remastering issue #1 is so that way it's a continuous story. You don't get pulled out of the story because you flip the page from black and white and all of a sudden it's color, or the lettering style changes. It's one cohesive story, which is what we want you to read. This was originally written as a full-length movie. So eventually, we'll have 3 trades, but we're going to have a volume of the whole arc together so you can sit down and just read it. You know what I mean? That's where we're going. But we have to Kickstarter in between issues to raise funds in order to make this thing happen. So, but it's cool. You can see like interior art from all 4 issues for people that are new that are like, what is Path about? So we're very much a Western. We do some time jumps. So at the end of book 2, we actually go back to the beginning of when Death went missing, which was March 5th, 2020. Yeah, lots of meaning behind March 2020, as we all know. But so that's issue 2.
What's up, Genuine Comics?
Hi. I'm going to be on his show tomorrow. Hi, Dave. Issue 3, you get to see from Jude and his family's point of view, like how things very quickly fell apart. And we end with some bad news. It's like this one very much will remind you of sitting through the pandemic, which is weird because, again, I wrote this in 2018. So I wrote this 2 years prior to. And this will remind you so much of watching the news and just bad thing after bad thing happening, the riots, the unrest, the government overstep. It's all the same, which is so scary. It freaks me out sometimes when things from my story start coming true in real life. I'm like, is it art imitating life imitating art? Like, what's going on here? We're in the Matrix again. So
always were.
This is supposed to be over the top, not real.
I know, it was like, this was supposed to be, never mind, I guess, whatever. When I'm writing conspiracy theories and government craziness and corruption, and then we start seeing it on the news, I'm like, dang it. Like, it's not supposed to actually be real. So
Yep. We always get back to the common but 7 years had to derail it again.
Hey, it's all right. I'm here for
it happens when you put a bunch of nerds on a stream,
It's going to happen. We're all like, ooh, shiny things. Like,
yep. Or our minds are like shrikes flying after shiny stuff.
Issue 4 is so great because you get to see the trauma that our main character has gone through to become that grizzled cowboy in issue number 1. You know what I mean? And there's some really great stuff, some peeks behind the curtain about how things are run in the world at this point. We got lots of trauma. Obviously, Jude and his family are going through some things, and that's kind of what pushes him out the door. So out of the frying pan and into the proverbial fire. And of course, things just get worse from there. But I'm super excited for the trade. And then we get to start issue number 5. We catch up in time. So in issue number 2, Jude St. Clair goes to the town of Santa Claus, and he finds this guy that he's been looking for years, right? And this guy is the town drunk, and he's like the town fool, and claims that he knows how the apocalypse started, but nobody believes him because he's the town drunk, right? But Jude got into a fight so that way he could get thrown in the same jail cell as this guy, and he wants to know, like, tell me what you know. But of course, I'm mean and I don't tell anybody. So they're in the cell together, and Dwayne Fink goes, no one believes me when I tell them, right? And that's all you get. So in issue 5, we end up back in the jail cell with Dwayne and Jude, and you get to hear what this guy has to say. It's great. It's great. I'm so excited for you guys to hear, because then it's like, then they're off into the apocalypse again. And things, of course, are wild and crazy, and we burn a bunch of shit down. So doesn't that look pretty? Our book isn't going to be quite that thick, you know what I mean? When you try to make a 3D version, it's just like the thickest book ever. I'm like, that would probably be our book once we get through all 12 issues. But it just looks great as with the cover on it. And I love the cover that Marco DeFeo did, where it's like Jude in his Western apocalypse gear, the disc, which is the indicator of life or death, because it has the heartbeat line, which of course turns into the path that Jude is walking. And I was like, oh, that's so good. That, such great meaning behind that. And then, of course, went Path of the Pale Rider with the roaring zombie bear, Big James in the words. So I can't wait to do the next one, the next trade, because then we can change some of these elements. Like the disc can be the dead disc with the red line and an undead character walking that path. And then we can change out the beastie and the Path of the Pale Rider letters. So we put a lot of forethought into this cover because we want it to look like a set for this cover, the next trade cover, and then the next trade cover. I already have an idea of the elements we're going to put in them. So very cool. And Marco he just knocks it out of the park whenever he does covers. It's amazing.
It's always good to see creators excited about what they're doing.
Oh, did I need to do that? You know what? Let me see here. I think I have it on here.
Okay.
Because I do the hoodie is so cool.
And as for you, Soul, over there talking about propaganda, you're starting to sound like a traitor to democracy.
Uh-oh.
An insurrectionist even.
Let me do that. Because I can update it right now while we're in here.
You mean honk honk?
Hear about this trade. Good.
Yeah. So what else do you want to know? Let's keep going. Again, why a trade paperback? Again, we want you to read it as a whole. This is Act 1 of the story, you know. So again, I wrote it as a full-length movie. So the first 4 issues is like Act 1. The middle is Act 3, and then the last 4 is like Act 3, you know, Act 1, 2, and 3 of the movie as it was created. But it's meant to be read as a whole. And of course, we wanted it in color when we originally released issue number 1. We just couldn't afford it because we were brand new at Indie. And then, of course, as time goes on and you gain some traction, so immediately with issue 2, we started doing color. Issue 3, we brought on a colorist so we could afford to bring on another person. So Matt Chambers is our colorist. He colored issue 3, issue 4, and then I had him go back and color issue number 1. So issue number 2 was colored by Marco DeFio. We're going to keep that as it is. It's his baby. It's beautiful. There's no reason to have Matt recolor that when Marco has already done such a beautiful job. So, but I love that picture where it's like you can see both the black and white and the color. And now some people were asking me for a black and white set, you know, like a set of all 4 in black and white. And that's kind of how the minis came around. But I mean, for a Western and for something that's so gritty, it makes sense to do a black and white, but I got to have all those reds in there. We kill a lot of shit. We rip things apart. There's some nuts and people are green. It's just, you got to have that. So I prefer the color, but there is such a minimalistic beauty and kind of a roughness to the black and white. So I can see Path really as either. So, you know, the issue number 1 in black and white is going to be obviously a collectible item. After the trade is produced, we're no longer going to be printing that black and white. I do have some in inventory, but once they're gone, you'll only be able to purchase the color issue number 1 because that's how we want you to see it.
So there you go. You might want to go ahead and grab that issue 1 too while you're at it.
In black and white, yeah. I did have black and white in color. Issue number 1 is an add-on because obviously that's the first time we're offering it as well. So a lot of people are adding on the floppy of issue number 1 in color if they're collectors, you know.
Marinus, I am not ignoring you. What are you talking about? You calm down there in the chat.
Laurie, since you mentioned movies earlier, I noticed that you have like you announced interactive like fan films and stuff.
Yes.
Like how do they work? Like I'm actually curious about that.
How do they work?
Yeah, like
so we pick a different topic every short film. Chris, if you look on the left side, you see the little menu options where it says riddles, short films, and shenanigans.
Right there. Yep.
Yeah. So we do these extra things just because we want to. So first are these riddles. So the back cover of every floppy is a riddle to solve where you can interact with the world of Path of the Pale Rider like it's real. So this one, it takes you to a group where it's kind of like the introduction to the riddle group. We have a group of people that kind of they compete to be the first one to solve the riddles, and they get bragging rights in this group. So if you can figure this out, you can get in there. But the other ones, it's like interaction with the world. So like something will show up in your mailbox from a character. I have a QR code scavenger hunt. You don't have to solve anything. You just scan the QR codes. And one of them is a found short from myself, just with myself and my husband in it. But it's like if you stumbled upon a video from Anonymous on the internet, that's what you find. The fourth one, it is a riddle. And if you solve it, there's a phone number to call. It's a working phone number. You can interact with the world like it's real. It's really neat. But then the fan interactive short films, so scroll a little bit farther.
Well, before I do that here, Odin's saying, do you have a large image of the shirt?
I'm going to add it right now so you can see it.
He says, yeah, interested in the collected and kind of interested in the shirt or hoodie, but want to see the image better.
I'm going to put it on there for you. So this is the one. I had one made for myself.
Okay.
Because it was such a great idea. I'm going to save it. I will put the text in later, but it's there. So if you go to the rewards, closer look at the rewards. Yep. Scroll down a few. I uploaded it with or you might have to reload the page. Let's see. Keep going.
Sauce. Oh, fancy.
Yeah, reload the page real quick. Because I put it in right after the plushies.
Look at rewards after the plushie. Oh, there we go.
So it's a yellow hoodie. It has our logo on the back. And on the front, it has this beautiful Big James. I just was wearing it. I took it because I was warm.
Oh, yeah.
So it has the yellow.
There
Did it only upload the one picture?
Yeah, well, it's got two, but it's the same one.
What the heck? Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks, Kickstarter. I'm gonna go fix that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You uploaded both back
images. Wants an image of the back twice. That is not what I put on there. I'll go upload it for you now. Scrolling. This one, why?
So it says, Laurie, kudos for putting If You Like Cocaine Bear on the campaign. I'd say you're right, better, but
yes, I did.
Concept than an execution.
Yeah, Cocaine Bear was fun.
It's a wild ride, and that's what we are. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. I think we're not we're not a whole lot of Cocaine Bear, but we have wild, crazy things in our story, especially a zombie bear that terrorizes everybody, which is like super weird that everybody loves him because he will literally eat your face. He's just a force of nature. You can't get away from him because you can't kill him. He can outrun you. He can climb trees and swim.
People like him because he's your bad guy.
I guess. Like that was kind of unexpected how much people want Big James stuff. Okay, will you try refreshing? It should be there now.
Okay. Oh, wait.
Sorry, Chris, making you do all the work. Get to work.
I almost refreshed the wrong thing.
There it is.
Oh,
so that's what it looks like.
What am I doing? There we go. Yeah.
And it's the same design on both the t-shirt and the hoodie. It's the same color material. It just depends on, do you want a t-shirt or do you want a hoodie? Obviously, the hoodie costs a little more to produce because it's more to purchase the actual hoodie. But they're great. I have the hoodie. It's super thick and warm. So it's been perfect for these slightly colder days here in Texas where it gets down in the 30s in the morning. Perfect.
And what's up, Felix and Mo?
And then what were we? Oh, the short films. So the short films, we pick a topic that's usually relating to the book that we're in, and we explore a topic a little further. Like, for example, the first one, it was a commercial for the undead retirement community, but like riots would break through the footage. Issue 2, we talk about conspiracy theories and what, we allude to what started the apocalypse, but we never really say. So the second short film, I dressed up as a reporter and I interviewed fans and let them tell me what they think broke death in the story. right? And that's the one I get hit by a car in at
That's
the
cool.
end. Yeah. The third one is like, what if the undead start to fight back? So we introduce the undead underground. There's a lady who's hosting a dinner party and everybody starts to cancel and they're asking her like, are you watching the news? Like something is happening, some event is happening. And then this symbol and a loud sound like take over the TV, the internet, like everything that they're watching, a bunch of different people. And after that, things start to go down. Like the undead start to fight back and push back against like the government regulation and being collected and taken out of their homes and stuff like that. So that one was fun because the fans got to either send in video or they also got to send in still frames. So if they didn't want to do video or didn't know how to, they could take a picture of themselves as a dead body and they got put in at the end of the film when everybody was getting killed off. It was fun. The fourth short film, we're exploring what it looks like in a family when one of the family members are undead. Like, can you own property? You know, like what happens is they start to decompose. Like they might start out as themselves, but they start losing time or getting violent or forgetful. You know what I mean? So it's really interesting to watch someone going through it and their family dynamic change based off of how their decomposition moves forward. So that's the one I'm working on now. That one, hopefully I'll be done by this month. I need to get it done so we have a cinema showing scheduled in London in May for the short film. So that's super exciting. That'll be fun too. I have a couple extra videos here too, where it's like, we do this stretch goal called a slice and dice. It's fan interactive there too. So we poll the fans. They get to pick a weapon of destruction. Like I have Filipino short, I have swords, I have knives, I have sledgehammers. And then we pick a piece of fruit or vegetable like a pumpkin or a watermelon, and you all get to name it. So there's a poll for the name and there's a poll for the weapon. And then I'll dress up as Pikachu on my live stream and I'll smash or destroy this pumpkin or watermelon, whatever we decide. I think I want to do a pineapple this time and I want to light it on fire and then destroy it. That's the plan. But we have fun with this, so you can kind of see what that looks like when I just destroy a Gallagher style. And then that last one there is the shenanigans from my last. Push play for a second because you'll see me get run over by a car in the first 3 seconds. It's great. We really have no idea. There you go.
Boom.
Stay there.
Right. And it's just a regular welcome video. You know how you usually on Kickstarter, you'll see the creator that's like, hi, I'm Laurie Calcaterra. I'm the writer creator of this. And they start telling you about the project and they show you art. Well, mine is interrupted by that lady that got hit by the car, Ellie Brock, the reporter. And she like interrupts me and she does chaotic stuff. And like her eyeball pops out in the middle of the welcome video and stuff like that. She shouts chicken nuggets at the screen. It's just, so we get the information out there, but there's shenanigans. So we have a fun time. So that's pretty much it. Of course, we have the PDF. We got some really cool rewards. Go check out all the stuff. And there's Marco. There's Matt. And then Rachel is our editor as well. So I finally got her to send me a picture so I could put it up on the screen. Oh, there's something really cool here. So not this one, but keep going down.
Oh, keep going up.
Yeah, you're good. So printing, these are going to be printed by ASAP Imagination / Any One World. They're a publisher in the UK. So if you are international, we now offer international shipping. So
that's good because I can rarely back any CG projects because I live in Spain and they're all like $50 total for me.
I know. If I had to ship it to you from Texas, it would be. But
every time I back a book, it's like $50 US. Yeah. Then transfer that to Canadian. That's like 66 to 70 something bucks.
Okay, so ASAP Imagination is based in the UK and they have a Canadian branch. So you can, if you scroll down a little bit more, there is a hyperlink that will take you to their website. There it is, the Laurie Calcaterra collection. And you can see how much the shipping is from them. Because if they're in Canada or you're in, across the pond, shall we say, A lot of times it's cheaper to purchase the physical copy from them. I don't have the capability to ship overseas because I don't have a VAT tax to like the UK and stuff. I was shipping to Canada, but again, it's like $25 for a floppy for me to
Yep.
ship it to you. I'm like, this
Yeah,
is
but
insane.
that's why some of us do the like.
The digital, right?
No, but that's why I do the digital. But it's why that my books are usually more than a floppy.
Yes.
That's why my campaigns I do them like that. It's not to diss for people who are doing floppies. It's just because I'm international, right? I'm in Canada,
Yeah.
and I'm like, how can I make? Because me paying $25 shipping, I'm like, how can I make this worthwhile, right? In a way,
Right.
So I'm like, that's why to me, my books are always like 5 comics in one.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to
4
in
to
order
5.
to make
Yeah,
it worthwhile.
yeah.
So this is my solution. So on the website, the Laurie Calcaterra,
Hey, what's up,
I can't
Vinny?
even say my whole name. There's digital downloads for the floppies, but you can
Mhm.
get the trade paperback in physical.
It's one of the things
So-
that I like that Adam Lawson did a while back. He came in and he crowdfunding the entire series. Like, let's just say you would have came in and did Path of the Pale Rider, right?
Yeah.
But the idea is that you're selling a trade paperback on the campaign, but the floppies are available as digital.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you release your floppies to your backers as they come out, and at the end, when they're all out, you fulfilled this book. He
That's
did that with two.
interesting.
He did that with 2 campaigns, if I'm not mistaken. And
That's
after that, he started having his more funding and his book done more.
Yeah. That's interesting. That's one way to
Yeah.
do it, right?
Yeah. Adam
You guys gotta drop
Adam
out.
Lawson is one of the guys that
I got
came
family
in here.
business
And
to attend to, so I gotta drop out. Sorry,
Later,
it's been
Canales.
so short, but Spanish style. I just come and go as I please.
You never expect him.
You never expect the Canales Inquisition.
That's hilarious.
That's always
Yeah,
better
so
than
that's an
we made
option.
it.
I thought that was really cool
See you
because I
around.
have backers, across the pond, and I have backers in Canada. Oh no, he left.
Yeah, but that's what he said. He had to leave for work.
Oh, he did.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, that's what he was saying. He had to leave because of work related stuff. So he had
gotcha.
to.
All right. Bye. Too late. Too late to say it. If you ever get to worldwide shipping, I'd hop on the sauce tier. Well, you can get the trade. Unfortunately, the merch just doesn't come with it. The sauce I make myself, so there's just no way around that. I can't ship hot sauce. Well, I can't even ship hot sauce outside of the state right now from my website, but I can do it with the Kickstarter because it's considered a sample. But like if people were like, hey, I want to purchase the barbecue sauce, I cannot ship it if it's considered a purchase. I can ship it if it's a sample.
Huh.
Weird.
Yeah, that's odd.
Yeah, it's just,
Sauce, wings.
So saying, got the paperback shipping is $11. Sugar Rush, right?
Concept
What?
absolutely fantastic, says
Thank
Mr.
you.
Brink.
Technically, he says he got the paperback. Sugar Rush.
I'm getting there. Our choice of life, shirt or hoodie.
I know.
I never gatekeep Mo Biggs. Well, he's not here, so we're not gatekeeping him because he's not around. Come on now, justice for Mo. I stay with Mo. Mo ain't around. I'm not gatekeeping him.
Your chat is always so funny. They just roast you in the
No
chat.
money, no problems. Don't go by Mo. Vaccinated confidence. There's Benny. Hey, Benny.
Hi. Yeah, coffee.
You're doing all right, sir. Thank you, Felix, for putting links.
Coffee.
Soul's putting more links.
I do want to do more hot sauce, like different flavors, different styles of hot sauce, because the one I have there is you can get whatever size you want, same price.
Okay.
Yeah, but
And that comes in the survey afterwards. Once the campaign closes, you'll get a survey, and I'll just ask you what size you need, and you'll get that.
Okay, there we go.
Yep.
Oh, there's Mo.
I went to Texoma Comic-Con in Oklahoma, and it was so interesting because that town does not have a comic book shop, not a one. And the closest one to them is actually right by me in McKinney, Texas. And it's Carpe Diem. I love that store. So if you're in Texas and you are by McKinney and Prosper, Plano, There's a store called Carpe Diem, and they have so much good stuff, including they carry Path of the Pale Rider. But so people weren't necessarily at the Comic-Con buying comics because they don't know what to buy. They don't even have a comic book shop, right? But I sold a crap ton of barbecue sauce, or excuse me, hot sauce. Like I brought 8 bottles thinking I would sell 4 on Saturday, 4 on Sunday. I sold 7 on Saturday because I was handing out packets of free hot sauce, and they were like,
What's
"Comic
the
books
reason why you?
give me your hot sauce." And I was
But what's
like,
the
"Okay."
reason why you say you can't sell them? What's the reason? Because there's a lot of website or places that you
Food
can
regulations.
order. Okay.
I have to get further into it. I just got my there's a Texas cottage law. So
Okay.
Texas cottage law, I am legally allowed to sell things that are they have shelf stable. So like baked goods, hot sauces, things that you can put on your shelf. If it's
Mhm.
refrigerated, I can't sell it. If I want to ship to the entire United States, I have to have like FDA approval.
Really?
I haven't filed for that yet.
Even for a little company like you, like that's the thing that I'm
Yeah.
wondering.
Well, if you're going to ship food items to the entire United States,
Mhm.
you have to be held to a higher standard. And
Fair
they want
enough.
to they actually come in and they look at your kitchen. You have to pass like a food safety inspection, right? But with Texas cottage law, as long as you're producing items that are shelf stable, then you don't have to do all that.
Yeah, I was under
So
the
that's the
impression that
level I'm at now.
because
And
I was under the idea of like like farmers or stuff like that, like little restaurant, like there's those YouTubers doing the hot sauce or something like that. Like I didn't think they would have enough
yeah,
FSC
you
or
have to
whatever.
follow all that. Otherwise, you can get fined, you can get shut down, you can get sued, all sorts
Okay,
of
that's
stuff,
too
right?
bad because I would have been tempted because my bro's Mexican and he's really into hot sauce.
Well, it just depends on where you at. All the states have different regulations, and that's
I'm in
part of
Canada.
it. And that's why if you're going to do like the entire United States, that you have to have a higher level of certification because they're all different.
Yeah,
California is
I'm guessing it's the
worse.
same thing to send it here in Canada. There's probably
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but that's how I get, if you guys in Canada really want some of the merch that I have, I can ship it to you. But a lot of times what I'll do is I'll weigh all the things and I'll make you a tier specifically for you. Like I have a lady that's in, I think she's in Alberta, and she always backs, but I'm like, tell me what you want so then I can weigh it. And then I can get you exactly what the shipping is because I don't want to charge you too much, but I also can't afford to charge you too little. You know what I mean? So I'll be like, here's the receipt from frickin' Pirate Ship. This is exactly what it cost me to ship these to you. So she knows that she's not overpaying on shipping or anything. And I'll just go ahead and buy the shipping label right then. So it's locked in. So, and then I'll put the tier up and I'll say like for Sim. And it has the stuff that you want, and then it's one of one. As soon as you get it, then it's gone.
Then I back it.
Yeah, right. That's what's happened. But I always had someone do that on a retail tier. Someone was like, "What's the difference between the kitchen sink and the retail tier?" I was like, "You're not a retailer." I'm like, "That one comes with the full page advertisement in the book. Don't back that one. Like that's for like you want the kitchen sink which has one of everything, right?" They're like, "Yeah." I'm like, okay, so get that one.
Let's see.
So I'd hate to be like for Sim and then someone else gets it. You know what I mean?
Hello.
Alex just got here,
hi,
so she
Alex.
says hi. Yeah, that's my
We
girl.
heard good things about you today.
It's one of my girls, and she's coloring the Blood Hunt. She's becoming like a comic book artist, and so that's working with me. She's joining the studio. It's freaking insane.
The indentured servant, worker.
Stop it.
Yeah, she's the youngest Inkslayer.
Very cool.
Since she likes this, has been. I could try to get these 5 people for her.
Yeah, dude, she's a big fan of Aspen Hotel, and if you can get a little something for her, because she's going to a con, and a lot of the voice actors and people behind the show are there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
See, now you have to do it.
Yeah,
There's no getting out of it now, Chris. You got to.
There's a woman. The character's got blonde hair. I think that's the main character, right? Like the woman with blonde hair.
Is the woman with the blonde hair the main character?
You mean Vivzy Pop? No.
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 She's there. You want to say?
Oh,
Turn
here,
on the camera.
Oh,
I can just share it.
That's not working.
Aha!
Oh,
Yeah. It's,
Hold on.
see, there's 5 here.
ooh.
Ain't that them? ain't those has-been hotel people?
Yep. Those are all has-been hotel characters, except I think the last one. There you go.
Oh.
Those are the people that are going to be there, Alex.
Okay, yeah. No, they're all there. I hate that character.
Oh,
I hate him.
Which one?
But
The Joel Perez one?
yeah, no, but he's a brilliant voice actor. It's just like the character himself is like everybody hates him, and they have good reason to.
So he's a good antagonist.
Yes, but a really bad one. Really bad one.
Fix that.
Okay.
We got the voice actor of Charlie, of Alistair, Cherry Bomb, Angel Dust. We got some voice actor from different animes. But y'all,
And as you can see, she's rocking her Inkslayer beanie.
But yeah,
Sorry.
that's awesome. That's
Yeah,
so cool.
All
And
kinds
say hi, Laurie.
of characters.
hi, Alex.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay. Yeah. I just wanted to know if those were the right people.
Yeah, they're the right people.
You're like, I got all these signatures, and Alex is like, who are these people?
Yeah. So they're like, what, dude?
Sim's like, are you dummy? You got the wrong one.
That's not has-been hotel.
Maybe I can find like a poster of Has Been Hotel and get them all
Yeah.
to sign the poster.
Ooh.
That would be great, or maybe like a postcard type of thing that they have like an art print.
Yeah, because usually they have their own individual little things you got to go get. Maybe if I just get
She's all getting excited. She was next to me like with.
try that.
Awesome.
Let's see. So said Laurie, no problem. I'm a hot sauce collector, so it would be an
Wow.
interesting item.
Yeah.
But not a must-have.
Someday I will be there, but you have to do baby steps. So first I'm just gonna, start producing the hot sauces. You always want to wait until I'm a little more established anyway, right? It's like, and then I can get real good, and then the hot sauce is fabulous. Not that this one isn't good. I've perfected this one, but I'm gonna keep doing new ones. So by the time I'm there, then you can get like all 6 hot sauces that I offer instead of just the one. So
Yeah.
someday
Yeah,
we'll be there.
Down there when I go to Steel City, there's always people selling the hot sauce, and they've got like bandoliers with the bottles, and
Yeah.
they walk around like they flip them out like. Ugh.
You definitely need one of those. I think the name is James. What's the name of that bear?
Big James.
Big James.
Yeah, well, this one that I have is Path of the Pale Sauce, and Big James is on the label. But I want to do like anything that I come up with. I wanted to have like a Path of the Pale Rider name, like the end is never coming, or something about flatlining disc, something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it all
the
ties
names all
back
need
in.
to go towards the trade or the paperback. So my goal is, because I have this nice magazine rack that I bring with me to cons. So I'll put my books on there, and then the rest of the table can be like hot sauce or cookies, because I do cookies as well. So I'll have like chocolate chip cookies, red velvet cookies, macaroons, and hot sauce. And then when people are like, what's this Path of the Pale Sauce? And I'll be like, oh, let me tell you about it. It's inspired by comic books. So the goal, of course, is to be like, get the trade paperback and a bottle of hot sauce or a bag of cookies. You gotta have your entertainment and your concession, right? It's like going to the movies. You want popcorn as you're watching your movie.
And then
You
get
want
their
your chocolate
barbecue
chip
sauce
cookie
all
while you're
over
reading
the
my
book.
comic.
Then they get their sticky sauce fingers all over their book.
Well, I mean, don't be eating the hot sauce by itself.
Right? You never know.
Supposed to go on something.
They
It's what-
might really like it. They can't wait.
It's something the zombies like to eat their humans with.
Well, they don't eat humans in my book. My zombies don't eat people.
Okay, so they don't have any flavor. Taste buds are very, very weak, so they need spicy like hot
You need
sauce
to-
to taste. Yeah,
That's a good point.
There
That
you
is
go.
like that. Everything's kind of like through a fog or
Man, yeah.
muted.
So
it
they
needs
need
be
to
extra
spice it up. Yeah.
But they don't actually have to eat. They don't have to because they're
Apparently
You
dead.
hit it up, bam.
Apparently, Vinny's cousin visited that shop you were talking about earlier.
Which one?
I guess that one there in Texas.
Oh, Texoma.
I guess.
Well, that's a Comic-Con. I'm not sure. The one with the hot sauce with the bandoliers. I might need one of those. That'd be so cool. Go to Comic-Cons with the bandolier full of hot sauce on it. I'd be like, what do you do? And I'll be like, comics and hot sauce and cookies. And they're like, you're so weird. And I'm like, yes, I am unique. This is me.
I got a little bit of something for everybody.
Right. I was like, you can obliterate your taste buds as I obliterate, the world in my story. Hey man, we've unlocked some great stretch goals already too. So I'm excited I got some really cool stretch goals planned for this one. Of course, I think the next one that we unlock is the slice and dice. But we have unlocked the PDF bundle, and I'm doing it slightly differently this time. We unlocked a poker card too. So we're building a poker deck, 52 card deck, over as we campaign. So like we started this with campaign number 3. Right when we were right around 100 backers, I was like, listen, every 50 backers from this campaign forward, we'll unlock a poker card. So we unlocked one on campaign 3. We had like 120 backers, but I came up with it at like 100. Campaign number 4, we had 140 backers. We were 10 backers away from unlocking 3 cards. We were so freaking close, right? And so at 50 backers, we unlocked the Joker of this campaign, of the deck. So we unlocked one. We'll keep unlocking every 50 backers. We'll unlock more poker cards. If for some reason you just found us, or this is the first time you've backed, all the previous poker cards are in the add-ons. So you can still get them. Yeah. So the last thing I want is for this to be like exclusionary, like, oh, you should have been with us from the beginning. No, I want you to have the full 52 card deck when we finish. So that's the intent. So we unlocked this one. We unlocked the PDF bundle, and we unlocked the wooden keychains that I 3D print myself. They're super cool. They're a little disc, and they have black hardware. They're really cool. I made them for myself, and then I was like, I can make more of these, right? So everybody with a physical reward gets one of these. So that's what the back of the deck looks like. They're super cool. Nice. And then once we finish the white deck, there's a black deck. So I'm excited. We'll just keep building those.
There we go.
Here's what I'm doing with the PDF bundle. I'm involved in some really great communities. So like Any One World is publishing the trade paperback. So we have a bundle of books from ASAP Imagination, Any One World. So there's 5 books there. But I put them together, and what I wanted to do was release them as we continue to break stretch goals. So of course we're building value, but also I have a link. So if you really like a comic book about Irish superheroes or mutants or psychics, or you know what I mean, like Treble, the Rhythm Within is super cool. Like that guy was infected with a virus, and now he has these powers where when he listens to music, the type of music will affect his powers. So if he listens to classical, he gets really smart. If he listens to metal, he gets really he can get like I don't know what you want to say. There is one where he turns into metal, but I don't think it's that one. He can listen to house music, he can listen to country, you know what I mean? And so he gets his superpowers based off of what he's listening to. So that one's super cool. But if you really like Trouble Within, there's more books, and that link is where you can go to find them. So that's my intent. So not only do the readers get more books, but it's about following these new books as well, so that the authors who are donating their titles to this campaign might also get new readers. That's the point.
Get more eyes on their work.
Put the two together, like help you find more great indie books as a reader, but help these creators find their audience. That's what we're all trying to do. So there's a link there that will take you to ASAP's page so you can go explore more. And we just unlocked the Charter Comics bundle, which has 4 books. And for the first time, I have Psycho Sal in there. So I have A Mother's Whisper, Psycho Sal, Worthy Chaos, and Orphan Bloodline were unlocked at 3,000, along with the keychains. So we're going to continue to get cool stuff as we go. The Slice and Dice is next, and I'll unlock the Horror Friends comics. So that one will be like Ray's and Avalon and Slaughterville. And then I have another one that's an inked marketing group, so they wanted to contribute as well. So there's me about in the pumpkin patch, which is super fun. I was like, I just want to smash all these, but I behaved. Just a promo.
Let me go through
that was fun. I have temporary tattoos planned. I have I have free samples of hot sauce, so packets of hot sauce that I can send. I have enamel pins planned, and then one of my friends, Lacey Kruger, she drew a Big James as a Care Bear, so I'm gonna make stickers of those too. So lots of really cool stuff coming. Because we already, we hit our funding goal in 2 hours and 15 minutes. And now it's just like unlock all the cool things that we can do. So I might have to come up with more stretch goals. Sugarstown doesn't have a comic shop either. No comment.
Oh, come on. It does not have a bathhouse either.
Mo showed up.
Now
we're like, Mo isn't here. He's here now. The angry orange face is disturbing. It was supposed to be. I don't make things so people are comfortable. I make them so they're uncomfortable. Welcome to my world. Oh, Lord.
I did go to the gym, but it's not a bathhouse, Felix. I went back to the gym for the first time in like 6 or 7 months.
Yeah.
And I did, biceps and all that stuff. And now, like, it hurts to try to straighten out my arm. I can't straighten that. Oh, man. That was a few days ago, and it still won't straighten out fully.
Ooh, ouchie.
So, yeah, without hurting. So I guess I'm going to be waiting a little bit before I can go back again.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah, like massage it in, like, heat and ice and... Yeah. I'm excited for the tattoos. I want some of those myself. So anyway.
Oh, there's the sauce packet.
Yeah. We did those for Texoma. They were they're time consuming to make, but they're super cool. I like them, so I'll continue to do them even though they take too long. And then I showed these off in the beginning, but for anybody that wasn't here, this is what the handmade books look like that are on the campaign that are super nice. And it's a trade paperback. It's a mini version of the trade paperback in black and white that I hand bind. So I print the paper, cut the paper, I stitch it together, glue it, I cut the cloth.
Odin back.
Thank you, Odin. I appreciate you. And you get to pick out your own color of these, which is super cool. They're all going to have a personalized message from me to you inside of them as well. So this red one turned out super nice. I love this one.
Yeah, that one does look good.
Right? And then I paint the edges to match the color of the skull. Mm-hmm. On the back, it says, there is no death, only decay. And then there's some Morse code. It's SOS. It's funny.
That's nice.
What is the Bell of the Past?
What's what?
I was wondering because the first time I saw it, it looked like my name on the cover.
It's not you. But it's close.
Yeah.
You got a white one. These are all claimed, but I think there's a few more spots for me to make these. And I want to make them. There's so much. It's so rewarding to just sit there and go through the process, especially for my own book. You know what I mean? It's calls it a gym because that's where he gets his workout. I can just read the saucy comments from the chat just to make them more funny. I don't have a problem with that. But this one turned out super cool. I wasn't going to do this purple book cloth. I was going to have them all in black, but this is for my friend Katie Shaw, who writes a book called Dragon Child. And her logo is the purple with like the light green logo of the dragon and Dragon Child in that light green. So that's what she asked for. And I was like, I have purple book cloth left because I rebound some Harry Potter books. I was like, I'll do it. 100% I'll do it. Because I already had all the materials. So she gets what she wants. And that's one of the things I like to do too. If there's something on there that I don't have, you just let me know and I'll put it up there for you. You know what I mean? like retailers. I just have one retail tier because that's what someone asked me to put up. But if you just want copies of the book, I can put up a retail tier where you can get as many copies wholesale, not retail, because I understand you still have to mark up. So, but same thing. I'll put one up and I'll be like, for, this specific store, and then you know which one to go grab, and it's one of one, and then it's gone. So I have no problem doing custom tiers. Look, that's cool too. Look.
Yeah, it looks like they turned out really good.
Yeah, they turned out nice. I was thinking about doing a design across the spines of all of them when I'm done. So when you put the whole collection together, it's like, makes a symbol. So it'd be cool.
Do they got durability to them? Are they going to last?
Yeah, they're hardcover.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They're hardcover.
Gotta have a good knock.
And I mean, like, don't drop it in the toilet or nothing, but you can put on yourself. It's a book. It's,
Dang it, Laurie knows I read everything on the toilet.
in the toilet. Don't we all?
Let's see.
Thank you, Soul Island.
What do you want? Sugar, that was your cue for a spicy.
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. So tell me what you... That is all.
I wanna zigga.
Ah. Yeah. Musical memes.
So says Sim, poor Alex still has to color Blood Hunt. Give her a break once it's done. There's only so much cringe a young soul can take.
Ha ha ha.
And by the way, so thank you for buying the book on Amazon.
Y'all cracking me up.
Oh, and
so it says,
thank
you're
you.
a good salesperson, always knowing what to say.
I don't know what to say. That's amazing.
Ew, what's that?
Yes.
here's
This 6-gun gorilla.
Yeah, I did the two first 6-gun gorilla. Now the two base just finished cooking. That's not the base. I was waiting for the bases to be done. So right now they'll be done. But this is unglued yet. I just made it hold together. It's all by piece. The arms are separated, the torso is separated into the head and the hat, and I just made it hold like this. And people will get it separated. They're going to be able to paint it separately and then put it together with glue. But this is going to be a full 6-inch. The base is good. It's ready. I don't have a picture of it yet, but I got 2 of them done already. And look at this.
Oh, he's beautiful. You must resin print.
Yep, that's a resin print, and I'm using ABS polymer resin.
Gotcha.
Because it's a bit more flexible, and for minis you get more details.
Yeah, I was gonna say he has to be, because my 3D printer is PLA, and I can't get that kind of detail.
Nope. No, that's resin. That's why I go resin. Yep.
Yeah, I have done some minis of Big James that turned out really nice, but it depends on the STL file. Sometimes I print stuff, I'm like, this looks like junk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So someday I'd like a resin printer, but man,
when you're trying to do like figurines and highly detailed minis and stuff like that, you have to go resin. Yeah. But the thing is, resin comes with the fact that you're going to need a lot of investment, because it's not just buying the 3D printer. A thing that you don't know, it's resin is toxic. Can be toxic. So you need masks, you need gloves, you need a setup, you need a nice breathable place.
Yep. Get sauced. It's you can't, my 3D printer is here in my office because it's PLA. Oh, what? Did he have to go too? Did I miss something?
Oh, wow. Yeah, he completely dropped out. He probably hit the wrong button.
He crashed. But resin, you have to have in your garage. You know what I mean? They stink and they're toxic. Like Sim said, it's you can't have that. There you are. You can't have it in your office. No.
No, yeah, it has to be a separate where you have windows and stuff like that. Right now it's getting a bit warmer here, so yesterday I could start printing.
Yeah.
It kind of happened on the right moment. We closed the deal yesterday, and I'm like, cool, I can start printing.
Right. It was now you can open all the windows and you're not going to freeze your ass while you're printing.
Pretty much. It's it's a good timing type of thing.
How long does it take for that 6-inch mini? And you're doing it in pieces, or are they all printing at the same time, just in different
the gorilla prints at the same time, but the pieces are all separately. I put it in one file.
Yeah.
So I can print the gorilla in one and then print 2 bases at the same time.
Oh, cool.
So technically they take between 4 to 5 hours to print.
Okay.
So what I'm thinking of doing after that, it's either I'm going to buy a newer, bigger printer, and I want to buy the equipment so I can start doing cast and mold.
Oh,
Like it's a family business we're starting here for the shit, and it's all linked to the Inkslayer stuff. So I'm going to be
That's
doing all the
cool.
Inkslayer IPs. So now every time we're going to do a book, like we're going to do the Inkslayer book, and the Inkslayer book is like 5 of us. There's 5 of us in the Inkslayer. There's going to be five 20-pager or something like for us, and each IP is going to have a mini. So you're going to be able to back the entire book. So imagine like 100-page book, 5 stories, 20-page a pop type of thing, and you're going to be able to have a mini of all of them and put them together with one base.
That's cool.
Jeez.
And you know what else, Sam?
Mhm.
There's a ton of creators out there like myself who want someone to do minis.
But
Like, I know,
that's why I'm
5 of
starting
them.
right now. That's what I'm starting.
Right.
That's why I'm starting slowly. I'm trying to get my business loan so I can make this and do that for you guys. And
Oh.
I have something called a sponsorship deal, which is like, the print on demand type of idea.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So
There
I
you
can
go.
I can manage it. You guys get a percentage, and
That's
you can
cool.
have minis. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I have someone that wants to build a chess set.
Mm-hmm.
So with their characters. So it's
Yeah,
going to be
totally doable.
one design, and then all the back
Totally
row
doable.
chess
Yep.
be something different based off of their characters. And I'm like, that's
Mm-hmm.
cool. I was like, I'm not printing them because I have a
I wanted
PLA
to do a
printer and it can't do it. But I
I
was like,
started with
there's
the
got
idea
to
of
be
wanting
some
to do a
way.
board game, and when I did that first
Cool.
mini, I had a whole bunch of people reach out to me. Would you do it? I'm like, I would, but right now to be viable, not to be able to charge you like an arm and a leg, I'm not set up for it yet. So I started setting myself up, and like I said, I got the first one. Now I'm doing the 6-gun gorilla. And I didn't mind, and there you go. I'm gonna be doing more.
Oh, thank you. So I really like when creators set their work apart from others through ideas like that, and you're doing that on several levels. I don't know how my brain just works like that, where I'm like, what would be really cool, and then it's something different, And I've always backed stuff on Kickstarter from other creators, but it's like, how many bookmarks do you want? How many buttons do you want? Right?
Yep.
And for me, I'm like, I was never going to do buttons except for the buttons that are being produced are from a fan, and he did such amazing stuff. But it's like, I want the hot sauce, I want the tattoos, I want because it's different, and that's the kind of stuff that I want.
You try to do it on theme, like the mini nat. Like one of the things that I thought was cool, but I was not expecting the reaction of the people. It's the mini nat comes with a bullet case.
Cool.
So nat is a merc. So he has gun, and I thought that it would be cool that they all come in a bullet case to protect them in a way too. So you can paint the character and then put the bullet case on.
I'm taking notes mentally. That's one of the reasons why I like doing so many shows. Mm-hmm. Yes, you have to have a rating. Like, would totally read this on the shitter, right? It has to be. There has to be a rating. In fact, I would love if someone would give me a review like that from my website. It could be like, review from Sugar Chris says would totally read this 5 stars on the shitter. Thank you.
When I take a number 2.
I love doing all the shows because I get to talk with other creative people, and they're like, this is what we're doing. And I'm like, that is such a great idea. And this is how I can do something similar, but different. Like, I never want to copy anyone's idea. You know what I mean? Because if it works for your audience, it might not work for mine because we're different people. But where it's like, we don't have a bullet case. I was watching the chat go by where they start talking about size, and I'm not going to comment. I was like, oh, we're there now. See? The Lord. I was like, oh, here we go. There was another one I was on. There was another show where like people started talking about feet, and I'm like, where are we? Where?
Yeah, you bet your ass I'm doing a dwarf. I'm doing that freaking Yogar from 7 Legions. That's going to be done. I'm gonna be sculpting it, and it's gonna be done. So yeah, there's gonna be a dwarf with a jetpack and a rocket hammer.
So you also do like sculpture, like clay, and then you can do like a mold.
I can sculpt in clay, but I also have a bachelor's degree in 3D modeling.
Do you? Okay, see, this
and
is
animation,
the best of both worlds, where it's like you can physically make it yourself.
I do my own.
You can make replicas off of that mold.
Yep.
You can, like what is it? A 2-part. I forget. I did this in jewelry school, and they call it like a vulcanizer and some cool stuff. You need like a vacuum thing and
vacuum chamber. That's the equipment I was telling you about. It's getting a vacuum chamber, then you can take the air out of all the hold
material.
on, the silicone, so you can start doing
Yeah.
your own little mold, cast and mold, make them more solid, so you can do it faster and a more lastable resin.
Shit, I haven't done stuff like that since I was in college. So that's like
Mhm.
bringing back memories. But
But
that's
that's one
so
of the things that I
cool.
thought was fun about this, like about going from 3D and shit like that, for because I went to school for movies and video games, right?
Awesome.
And going back into it and going like 3D printing, and then like, dude, that's stuff I used to do in back in the days,
Yeah.
and I'm like, that's
I
that's
feel
weird.
you. I mean, like I'm having that with these too because my degree is in I have a fine arts degree, Bachelor of Fine Arts, but it was jewelry. So metalsmithing, jewelry fabrication and design, and it's like doing all the fine details, sewing the pages together, cutting all the things. It's just like doing the process from start to finish is so rewarding to me, probably because I went through all that in college. So that was like,
And
I'm glad you said that because that's what I'm going through right now, where I'm like, that's probably why I enjoy this so much.
But it's one of the things that when I went
great.
to university, like we were like at first, we're doing 3D modeling and stuff like that, but literally 3D modeling. So you go by moving vertexes and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
But when I got into ZBrushing, I'm like, holy shit, this is like playing with clay. Holy crap, I'm having fun.
This
is really cool. Because that's what I used to do when I was younger, was actually sculpt with clay. Get it? It was like, oh, it's like the best of both worlds.
Yes.
And now, but they used to all be separate programs, right?
Right.
Blender came out with a better version of most of those freaking programs, and it's all in one. So I can go in the same program from regular modeling to sculpting to animation to 2D, and I'm like, I can draw on the models, and I'm like, holy shit, Blender, you're my best friend.
I dipped my toes into Blender and haven't been back. I started the donut, you know what I mean? The donut tutorial.
The donut thing. Yep.
And I got probably like 80% through, and I'm just like, gosh, this is so time consuming.
It's just a little learning curve. Like to me, it's like I've learned those programs like Maya, Saftimage, and 3ds Max, right?
Gotcha.
So to me, going to a new one is just learning the AI, the new tools, the new this. So it was a nice little learning curve. So that's what I did with those 2 prototypes, testing that in 3D printing. But please do check out my website called inkslayerintertainment.com.
Hey, there it is. It's in the chat. Perfect timing.
Yeah. Thank you, Felix.
Felix the man.
But that's not just my website. That's the Inkslayer. And the Inkslayer, that's me, Michael Beacon, Brian Kreisgau, Preston Acevedo, and Scotsman.
Brian Chistow was doing some slice and dice on his channel too. I saw he was slicing up some pool noodles with his sword, and I was just like, he's a kindred spirit, man.
Oh, dude, he's a great guy. I've been. He's
so modest and so humble, and just makes the coolest stuff.
Also, one hell of a good writer.
So much. Started talking like I haven't done that since I was in college.
He made me love a book that I really thought I would not like that 6-gun gorilla thing. Like I got it because my girl was curious. Like, I want to support Brian, and I enjoyed it way more than I thought I would. It's pretty goddamn good.
Yeah, when I saw one of his trailers, I was like, this looks fabulous. And I backed it on what was it? The Madness Roku. We were working on that, and they had a bunch of PDFs, and I backed that one, but unfortunately the campaign didn't fund. So I was like, man, that was my chance to get Brian's whole set. And I was like,
You wrote the Blood Hunt Doc Salem crossover, my IP and Preston Acevedo.
Ooh.
And I started working on it, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Cool.
What's up, Beacon? By the way, Beacon has his new book on Amazon. Go check it out. 7 Legions, issue number 3. We're on Amazon now.
Sim, there's gonna be another voice actor for that Has-Been Hotel. She voices Nifty.
Oh, there you go.
So there's another one for him. All right, let me see here. Yep, they're saying 6-Gun Gorilla is really good.
Yep, yeah, it is. At first I was like, oh, I'll get it because it reminded me of that what's his name? Oh, god damn it! Any Which Way But It Comes. Is that it? The Clint Eastwood movie with the freaking orangutan. Any Which Way or something. I think it was. Where you shoot.
Any Which Way But Loose.
Yeah, that's it. When he fake shoots the orangutan and he plays dead, like that movie. Like as soon as I saw 6-Gun Gorilla, it reminded me of that, right? So I'm like,
Yeah, it's
I'll
like
get
Clint
it.
Eastwood
Maybe
and
my
the
girl will
orangutan
like it.
put into
Yeah.
one character.
But it was one of those that I'm like, it's gonna be like not my cup of tea. That's what I mean. Not that I didn't think I was gonna like it. It's just it's not in my cup of tea. It's not like the first thing I would pick up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but when
But
you
dude,
look
it's
at it, you're like,
good.
oh god, the art is
Dude,
beautiful.
I
And like
devoured the
story's
entire thing
great.
one shot. Like
Yeah,
boom.
yeah, super cool.
Yeah.
Shit. What was I gonna say?
Lost your train of thought there.
Yeah, I was gonna say something. Gosh dang it.
And Beacon says every purchase of the 7 Legion issue number 3 goes towards funding issue number 4.
That's cool.
Yeah, we've been putting our book on Amazon.
I need to do that. I tried
The
to do
old
it once,
books,
and
yeah.
Amazon was just like,
Oh,
please,
it's a pain in the ass.
isn't it? I was gonna say they were like, please verify your business status.
Then
And
the
I'm like,
border,
"There's
then the
this,
border,
this,
then
and this," and they were like, please verify your business status. I was like, what the f? I just did that. So
then
I
your
put this
margin,
thing-
then the margins on the thing, then the this, and then the
Oh
that.
god, they were like, please verify your business status, and I was like, I just did that. Is this a repeat or what? And they were like, business account disabled. I'm like, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Just to forget it.
Yeah, but if you use the print on demand, it's a bit easier, for your business wise. Because
Oh, yeah.
That's
when
an
you try,
idea. I would
when you
rather
try,
just do. I was thinking about just doing digital too. It's like then I don't have
because
to.
you
worry
have to
about
register
fees
for your
and-
tax number, your
That-
business. You have to register
That's
your
where I was
business
having
and your tax number. Yeah.
problems. I kept putting it in, and it kept telling me do it again, and I was like, "What is wrong here? I've already done this 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's a valid number because I pay taxes with it."
Yep.
Like,
Oh, I remember now. Sam, did
What?
Brian say something about getting hit with a car or something?
Yes, the other
What?
day there was a shooting and he got hit by a car. He rolled over the hood. Like he's okay, he's fine.
Jesus.
Like it was somebody that yeah. So that's what happened. There was
God.
somebody that came in and started shooting, and he got you. Yeah.
he
But he's
ran
fine
and
and
he
he's
got hit by
good.
a car on the way out. Jeez.
That's why I thought he posted. I was like, wait a minute, what? Like, holy shit. Hopefully,
Beacon's like, yes, the margins on the Amazon made me want to rip off the vent of Bezos' bunker and crap in it.
Sounds like a plan.
Dude, the thing is, it's the way that it's set up is because it's set up to be more for novels, right? It got
Yeah.
adapted. It got adapted to have comics. So the entire thing of having art all the way to the margins, like the bleed thing, can be problematic. Because the thing is, they have their own little margin for the box there, for the
Yeah.
lettering. And if you have a bubble or a lettering that goes just too close to it, can be a problem. And when you're doing your comic and you're using full bleed, you're not using the same parameter for your lettering. So the regulating margin type of thing. Amazon's very picky on that. So a print file that would be accepted in a lot of printers and not have an issue will not pass in there unless your dialogues really fits into that box and there's not important images getting out of that little purple box.
Yeah.
Because keep in mind, it's like their margin is like a novel compared to a comic book. When you open a novel, the margin on the side is pretty thick. So you have to keep that in mind when you're doing your print file for Amazon. But once you got that fixed, it's pretty cool.
all right. Let me see.
Just more work. It's what it sounds like to me. Jumping through hoops.
Yeah, but the thing is, after a campaign, you do need to have demand. You do need to people discover those books. No, it's a good access there because people can get cheaper shipping.
This is true.
We want more readers. Like I'm not gonna put the entire series on Amazon so far. I'm not planning on it right now, but I do want it to get more readers and people who have access to it. Because when you put it on Kindle, people can read it for free on their Kindle books.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Mm-hmm. And I broke now, like the book Nadverse 1. I broke it down into two different books on Amazon. So it's not the same as people backed it, and you don't control the quality of the book. So I see it as a direct edition, like a cheaper, like newsstand edition type of thing.
Yeah. That would
The
be
books on the
interesting-
campaign are collector's edition because they're high end. Yeah.
I think who was I talking to? I forget, but they were like, "How do I get our books into the bookstores that are in airports and bus stations?" He's like, because people are always looking to, read something on their trip, their long trip.
Mhm.
And like they get magazines, but wouldn't it be great to have your book in there? How many
Yeah.
people would find you? And I was like, how do we get in there? And he was like, I don't know. I'm going to figure it out though.
But there is a way, but the thing is, when you want to try to get your books and magazines and places, the problem is returns.
When I want it in the magazines, I want it in the shop that sells the magazines.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You want it in the magazine shop. That's what I said.
Yeah. I
magazine shop,
magazine.
post distribution in magazine shop.
Are we
Everybody
boring,
I
Chris?
know, everybody I know, no, you works night shift.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just teasing. I'm teasing you.
And the thing is, when you do that, it's a lot of returns with the magazine store distribution, and that's where a lot of people. Yes. So that's why most of us are trying to get into diamond and comic book shop. But me, I want to get into bookshops.
Yeah.
Novel stores and shit. And Mo's like, you guys perfectionists. I'm considering just going Adam Post method with arrows margins.
Don't you dare, Mo.
Those margins were insane. You could draw an entire other book in those margins.
Freaking go and do that. Ooh, don't you do that. Let me see here.
See, Beacon's saying his new business model, what he's testing right now, it's my business model going forward is individual issues like floppies will be through Amazon. Then a collected edition will be crowdfunding premium edition. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
I like kind of the scout method where they do their issue number 1 and then they go straight into a graphic novel. So they don't even do floppies.
We're testing the ground of we're testing grounds in Inkslayer.
Foot margin? Good Lord.
Oh gosh. Terrible. All right.
Well, my friends, we're rolling up on 2 hours.
I need to get off here.
I was gonna say you look like you need to go take a nap.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been up since like 3 p.m. yesterday or something.
And Beacon, you have a wrench? So share the link to your book during the chat. Come on.
Getting tired.
Well, thank you for having me on. I appreciate you coming out of retirement just to host the show for me.
Yeah, I'm going back.
You're like, now I'm in retirement again. Don't bother me, people. I'm busy. So, but I always have a good time on the show, and the chat's always hilarious. So I was like, if I'm going around on a press tour, I want to stop here and say hi to everybody.
Well, yeah, we always want to get an update on what's going on with you because you certainly always got something going on.
Always got something going on. I'm always moving and shaking. My milkshake brings other boys to the yard.
All these cars got. Oh, come on now!
Stop! It's funny.
I do need my rest. I need my beauty sleep. That's right. Yep.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Odin, for backing. Anybody who decides to back, thank you in advance for supporting indie. I'm super excited for this book to come out. I want one in my hands. You know what I mean? And then we're just gonna go right into issue number 5. We're just gonna keep moving. So good stuff is coming.
All right. Yep. I'll try to reach out to Beacon, see if he wants to join us for next week or something.
That'd be cool. Yes, I'm pretty sure you will.
Do these streams once a week or something like that.
On Saturdays now, or are you gonna?
Yeah, maybe I'll just do it like on Saturday mornings or something.
Dude, I told you last time you should probably just cut it down to one day. Yeah. Makes it easier to organize and keep going and just geek out. We can also just do it like once in a while, just do a geek out, not always.
Yeah. All right. So I'll see y'all in the next one.
Later, everyone. We love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.